Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today is a really exciting day because we just got the keys to our new office and today it is moving day and I'm really excited to be moving into this place. So things that we still need to do is we need to paint the wall gray. So the paint that we have is a concrete paint. And I think that it will look really nice, so I'll show it. So I don't really know how to do it still because I'm 164 centimeters and the wall is like 4 meters, but we'll figure it out and it will leave this type of concrete wall look, which I think will look really nice with the gym. And then this is the area that will be our new gym. Finished with painting the wall and I'm actually quite impressed with how it looks. So the idea was to paint half circles to make it look like a concrete wall, and I didn't really have high expectations, but it actually turns out quite nice if you ask me. So I'm really happy with that. I also finished with cleaning, so now I am about to head home to make dinner. My brother arrived earlier today to help with moving the gym, the things that we didn't move yesterday. So they're working on the leg press and on the mirrors, which are both absolute nightmares. So I was like, I'll just do some painting and cleaning instead. But now I'm heading home to make dinner because I really try to at least make one meal per day during these busy days. So that was it for today's update, and I'll make sure to update you soon. Today is day 4 or 5 of moving the gym. Things have been happening in the last couple of days, so I wanted to give a little update and show you what we have been up to. So for example, the leg press is now in one piece, and we also assembled the cable, which if you think that IKEA furniture is a nightmare, then a cable machine is another story. So we didn't use a manual because we thought that we could wing it, and with some trial and error we did, but it was definitely difficult. We also finished with laying the floor, which is really nice because that means that we're almost completely finished with the gym. So what we are going to do today is we bought this thing that you can mount to the wall. It is from IKEA, and the idea is to use these little hooks, these ones, to attach the cable attachments to that you can see here. So we have the wide grip bar and then the rope attachment, and then we can hang them on the wall with these plates. We currently have 4 of them, but we're not exactly sure if that is enough for this wall, but that is on today's agenda. So that is what we are going to do today, and then we're almost finished with the gym and I cannot wait to train in it and to utilize it. So I'll keep you updated. Good morning guys, we are about to head to the gym because the gym is finally finished. I'm so excited, but well, it's not completely finished, but everything that we currently own is in the gym. There are still some things that we want to get, but we aren't there yet. So I am going to show you everything, and I'm going to do a workout from my GAINSBYBRAINS guide because what better way to test a gym than to train in it. So let's go. The moment we have all been waiting for, let's do a tour of the new gym. So starting with the squat rack, because I am standing next to a squat rack. Fun fact, we had this one in our previous gym and it was super wobbly, and after deassembling and assembling it again, it is now stable. So that is really good, and hopefully it will add some weights to my squat, but we'll see. Moving on to this wall over there, because that wall is currently empty. And the goal is to have a CrossFit rack attached to the wall so that we can do our pull-ups there. I think that will look really nice. And that one is super long, it's like 3 meters, so it will cover this complete wall and that will make it not as empty. And I already showed you the mirrors, which are currently hanging, and that's really good because now I can make selfies again. And in front of the mirror there are our dumbbells. We currently have one rack with 3 tiers, but we want to get another rack with 2 tiers so we can put the heavier weights there. And I also already showed you the thing on the wall. We actually mounted it, and now we have our grips hanging there. We initially only had 4 of them, but we bought 2 extra, so it's no longer a square, and I think this looks better. We just need to add a few more grips because it's looking quite empty right now, but you know, that's just part of the deal. We have our cable here, and the cable, that's always a bit of a guess after assembling it again if it still works, but everything is still working, so I'm really happy with that. And then in the corner is the leg press, which is the, well, it's in the corner, so you wouldn't think that it is the key piece of the gym, but I would say that it is the key piece of the gym. Love the leg press. And then the final thing that we have is this little cabinet with some towels in case things get sweaty and you need a towel. So that was the quick tour of the gym, and now it is time to test it. So I am going to do a leg workout from my Gains by Brains guide. Let's go! I just finished with my general warm-up and with my specific warm-up, and now I'm going to do the first exercise of week 6 of my guide, and I'm going to do the leg workout from the 4-day split, and I'm going to start with heavy hip thrusts. So the weight that I'm going to choose is usually 1 or 2 reps away from hitting failure during my initial sets, as going to failure increases your risk of injury and the additional overload just simply isn't worth it. So I'm going to start with the hip thrust, just hit my warm-up sets, and now I'm going to do 3 to 5 reps. So let's go. With the hip thrust, I make sure that my chin is tucked in, that my core is super tight, and that whenever I'm at the top of the movement, that my knees are at approximately 90 degrees angle. Different rep ranges suit different goals best. So for example, if your goal is to build muscle, then you're usually in the medium rep ranges, which is around 6 to 12 reps. So you might be wondering that if you want to build your glutes, as most girls do, including myself, then why am I doing the hip thrust in the lower rep range? As that is most suited to build your strength. So the reason being is that if you are stronger with the hip thrust, then that allows you to keep progressively overloading your muscles in the medium rep ranges. So that is why I'm starting with the heavy hip thrust. Next exercise is the Bulgarian split squat, and this is my most hated and most loved exercise at the same time. We're going to do 10 reps each leg, and make sure, since this is a unilateral exercise, that you always start with your weaker side first and then match the work with your stronger side. So the tempo of this exercise is 3 seconds, 0, 1, 0, which means that we are going to take 3 seconds to do the lowering part of the movement, 0 seconds at the bottom, and then 1 second up, and then 0 seconds at the top. So let's do it. As a general rule of thumb, with the Bulgarian split squat, the higher that the bench is, the more difficult the exercise is to perform. Next exercise is the seated leg curl, but I don't have a seated leg curl, so I am going to do a standing leg curl via the cable instead, which is perfectly fine, and I'm going to do 3 sets of 12 reps each side.
If we put our past behind, then we could start a future. If we try, then we can do it like no other couple. Give it all to me and I will give it all to you, girl. Rain on down.
Next up is probably my favorite isolation exercise for the quads, which is a real quad burner. Always feels nice. And we're going to do the leg extensions, 3 sets of 12 reps. I don't go too heavy on this exercise just to make sure that I protect my knees. But yeah, the tempo is 2010. So let's get started.
Can't believe what I found when
And we're done with the quads, and they're absolutely, I can't feel my legs anymore, so that's always good. And now we're moving on to some isolation work for the glutes. We're going through the cable kickback. And by the way, I'm wearing a new outfit by Gymshark, which is called the Turbo Seamless. And I feel like Turbo suits the name, or the set suits its name really well. It also comes in red. It's the seamless, so it is super stretchy and has a really cute detailing in the back for your bum. So let's move on to the cable kickback. You can perform the standing cable kickback, but you can also do a different variation, for example, performing it while kneeling on a bench. I personally prefer this variation as it ensures that my back is parallel to the floor and that avoids hyperextending your back. Final exercise of today is the standing calf raise, because we cannot forget about our calves. I'm holding a dumbbell in one hand, and since I'm doing 4 sets, I'm going to alternate each hand with each set. 4 sets of 12 reps, and the tempo is 2-1-1-2. So I'm going to perform this exercise super controlled and slow.
Can't believe what I found.
That was today's leg workout. I am completely done, so it is time for me to clean up the gym, and it is time for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to let me know in the comments down below which type of videos you would like to see next, and then I will see you for my post-workout meal. I am back home from the gym again, just freshened up a little bit, and now I'm hungry, so I am going to make a high protein smoothie bowl, or at least I'm going to try to make a high protein smoothie bowl. Sometimes the consistency is a bit off and then it becomes more like a shake, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to show you everything because it's super easy, it is super quick, and it is super delicious. For the smoothie bowl, you only need 3 ingredients, and one of them is frozen fruits. And I am using some berries. I'm going to use strawberries and blueberries as they are low in calories. Then I'm going to add a bit of oat milk. I tried coconut milk as well, but I prefer oat milk. And then I'm going to add 2 full scoops of protein powder, and I'm using the vanilla one by Women's Best. And then you can add any toppings that you like. And these are the toppings that I am going to add over my smoothie bowl. I'm done with making the base of the bowl. It's a bit more thin than what I initially wanted, but it tastes the same, so it doesn't really matter. And now I'm going to add all the toppings that I like to add a bit more fats and a bit more carbs. Alright, I'm done with my post-workout meal with preparing it. It looks delicious, so I'm going to eat it because I'm really hungry. And that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it, and then I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!